So today you're joining me out in the garage. I've got a new problem. The problem is called winter. I've got all this salt, snow, and crap flinging up on the side of my Escape, and I'm sick of it. So in the past I've used some Rallyarmor mud flaps on other vehicles I've owned, so I ordered a set of the universal basic mud flaps. And today we're gonna slap them on the Escape and see if they help. Alright, so before we get started and too deep into this project, the first thing I want to do is clean up the wheel wells so I can tape the mud flaps in place and get the placement correct, and then we'll start worrying about drilling holes to mount them. I'm just using some isopropyl, wintergreen flavored, and a nasty old rag. Alright, so I've got it all cleaned up now and we're ready to tape this in place. Now each one of these mud flaps has a cutout to determine which side it's going to go on. This is the driver rear side, so I'm going to go ahead and tape it in place. We'll do a couple measurements and make sure it's where we want it. And I'm fairly certain that that's exactly where I'm gonna want it. It might be a little bit skew, so I'll fix that before we mark it. So to mark this before I start drilling holes, I'm going to hold it from behind, up flush against the existing fender flare, and take this Sharpie and very carefully make a line on just the mud flap. Now I can see where I need to drill my holes so that I will be right into the inside of the plastic fender. Okay, so I held this up against the fender and I've kind of decided where I want my rivets to go. So I'm just going to mark a few spots here. We'll put one here towards the top, maybe two down the side. And this is about the last spot that I can get one in, so we'll put one there for now. I think I might be able to make up a spacer so that we can put one more rivet out to this side just to secure it a little better. But for now we'll do this. I'll take the other backside mud flap, flip it over so they match up, and take it on over to the drill press. Now that we've got the holes drilled and our line marked, all that I have to do is hold it in place. We'll use my drill and drill a hole through this inner plastic fender and then use a pop rivet to hold it. Alright, so that's one down. I'll take care of the rest of them and I'll show you the finished product. Got all four corners wrapped up and it's looking really good. So I'll show you some shots of it while I explain a few things. First off, the reason I used rivets instead of screws is because I like how the rivets look. They look cleaner, they look more professionally done. And also, I'm not planning on taking these off anytime soon. If it was a vehicle that required the fender wells to come out for certain maintenance things, I might have considered just using screws, but these worked perfect in this application, so I have no complaints.